The Trump administration is partially funding SNAP as the government remains shut down, but those funds could take months to reach the millions of people in need of food right now. So there is this soul food restaurant. It's in North Carolina, and it's doing its part to feed families. I want to bring in Tyleata Jones, the owner of JJ's Mama's Soul Food in Lexington, North Carolina. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am.
Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate what you're doing. Tell us about it.
Well, honestly, a whole lot of people think that SNAP is more for people that just are on welfare, but it's not. We got veterans, we got elderly losing food. So what I want to do is give back to my community. And I just woke up 4 o'clock in the morning and was like, look, people are not going to eat. And when I got this restaurant, I opened it up with $800. I told God that I was going to feed. I'm going to make sure I feed. So I knew that I had to jump into action and feed my community and those in the surrounding areas to make sure that they get to eat.
What a beautiful sentiment. And talk to me about the food insecurity in Lexington. You sort of touched upon it, that the perception by a lot of people, or perhaps people who are not aware, is that people who are receiving SNAP benefits are people simply on welfare, people who are refusing to work or who don't have the compulsion to work. But for example, I always tell people, when I was a child, my mom was a single mom. She got divorced. She was in her early 20s. She was going back to school, working at the same time. I was on a free lunch program in school. We were getting food stamps. It probably saved my life. And look at me now. I wonder if you could explain a little bit about what it's like in your community.
Well, my community, see, I live, my restaurant is where, like, it's not the best in the neighborhood, but I see a whole lot of homeless people. And most of my homeless people are veterans. So at my restaurant, I've already had free lunch bags that I started since I opened up. But my biggest concern was that people that really need the food, like, when I had my son, he was 3 pounds, 13 ounces, and I could not work. There's no way they were going to let me work. If I left him home by myself, I was going to go to jail. So the nurse came in there and said, well, we're going to need you to apply for SNAP. For 4 months, I got it in WIC, which really helped me. So I know the significance of SNAP and food stamps, that it helps families. Like, it's not just, like I say, it's not just people having a bunch of kids. It's more people that fought for our countries that can't get into the VA, that the closest their closest resource is social services. You know what I mean? So they need to eat. And whatever I can do to get them to eat, I'm going to try.
And this isn't new for you. You were doing this even before the government shutdown. How has this program of yours evolved?
It has evolved a lot, especially since the government shut down. But yeah, I've been doing it before the government shut down. I do free senior banquets. I got a real big heart. To know me is to understand me. And to understand me is to know I care about children, I care about homeless, and I care about those who are less fortunate. So with me doing this now, it has evolved more. And what I can say is so many of our regular citizens have reached out to help me. I got some businesses, but the regular citizens are, you look over and they're at Walmart with you, are the ones sending $15, $20, $100 to help people because they know how it feels to lose something too. So for them to do their part in me doing such a good job with my community, it just means so much to me.
And finally, before we let you go, Ms. Jones, what's on the menu over at JJ's? What could I get when I show up?
Well, you can get anything. That's only say beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes. We got all of that. But we got, Lexington is the home of the pig. So I got every piece of the pig you can name. Thanksgiving, yes, I got them chitlins coming. But I got every piece of the pig, from pork chops to pig feet to, then I got oxtail. We got fried chicken, baked mac, collard greens. You name it, I'm going to make it. If you call ahead of time, if you ever in the area, and let me know, I make that too if it's not on the menu.
I love it. I love it. Reminds me of that Eddie Murphy in Boomerang when Jerome's dad says, we eating everything on the pig from the Rudy to the Tootie.
Everything on there, and they eat everything on the pig.
That's right. Everybody get on down to JJ's in Lexington, North Carolina. Tyleata, thank you so much for what you're doing, and thank you for spending some time with us. We appreciate you.
You are so welcome, and thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you too.